time I was on air, but I'm going to bring James up from Spirit of the Bear to sing along with me on this one. So here we go. Sitting in a chair, flavored down a seat. Waitress outside that I wanna meet. Smoking in my mind, it just won't let me be. There's a meter outside that I didn't pay. Chipping my tooth and something to say. Every little thing coming down on me today. I remember better days, long before I lost my way. Just to find the things I'll find out anyway. I recall that wicked step that took when we first met. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret. Around 1 o'clock and my coffee's cold. Keep filling me up, but I've been sold I'm too young to feel this soul. The waitress walked in right through the door. Asked me what I've been waiting for. So nothing anymore. I remember better days, long before I lost my way. Just to find the things I'll find out anyway. I recall that wicked step that took when we first met. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret. Palm trees, profits in the parking lot. Where I'm going I should know, 'cause where I'm going can't follow me at all. I'm walking in my old ball cap, just something to remind me that I'm too young to feel this soul. I remember better days, long before I lost my way. Just to find the things I'll find out anyway. I recall that wicked step that took when we first met. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret. I remember better days. I remember better days. Oh. I remember better days. I remember better days. Oh, Columbus. I remember better days, long before I lost my way. Just to find the things I'll find out anyway. I recall that wicked step that took when we first met. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret. Now I'm longing for the things I should regret.
That's Zack Keim and James Harker performing live from Studio A. You can see them this Saturday night at the Rumbic Cafe, Saturday, March 7th. Let's give away a pair of tickets for that right now. We will take the first caller at area code 614-821-9223. That's to see Zack Keim. And also James Harker at the Rumbic Cafe this Saturday night. The first caller picks up those tickets, and the number to call for those is area code 614-821-9223, and you'll be joined by David Shane. David, give us a little background about yourself and what are you doing with these guys lately?
Certainly. Well, it's a pleasure to be here and be here with James and Zach and get to share the stage with two amazing artists and humans. But for the past 4 years, I've dedicated my life to curating content on the internet and focusing primarily on people, human beings, and trying to remind the world that we're not alone. So I try to focus on bringing to life authentic interviews
interactions that induce the viewer to maybe be a little more mindful or remind them they're not alone in this disconnected world we can live in, where many of us at times can feel really invisible. So Zach and I are going to be traveling to 40 different states, 10 different countries, with the goal of connecting with people beyond the music. And so one of the things we're bringing to life is the postcard project. So we have these postcards here that are curated for each specific city, state, country. And what we're going to do is have strangers, people, write affirmations, kind words that they want to share to a stranger to remind them they're not alone. Because I believe at the end of the day, the words from a stranger can carry more weight than the people we're closest with. And I really believe that we're all just friends who have yet to meet one another. So we have these postcards here. We're going to have people fill them out here in Columbus.
At the Rumba Cafe, we're going to hand them out to the audience before my set. And these postcards are going to end up all around the world in different places.
And David, you've also got a project, More Love Projects, who's had more than 500 million views so far. Can you give us a little background on that?
Yeah, so for the past 4 years, I've dedicated about 6 to 10 hours a day, every day of my life, just authentically connecting with people on the streets that I don't know, and asking them to share what it is they love most about themselves, each other, connecting with those people that are down on their luck, living on the streets, who oftentimes don't have those connections in place and those reminders that they matter and they're loved. So what I've done is just shared a lot of these everyday connections on social media across the various networks. And it's really reminded me I'm not alone, and fortunate to be able to connect with an audience of over 700,000 people.
Yeah, and I decided, me and David met recently, and I already had this tour coming to Rumba, and it doesn't hurt to have David come up on stage for 5 minutes and hand out these postcards, and we're going to hand them out to people all around the world.
And so even beyond the shows, what I'm going to be doing is just connecting with people in all these different cities and markets, with the underlying goal to remind them to not give up on their dreams. They're not alone. They matter. They're loved. And we're all really connected more than we realize at times.
All right, well, let's hear another song. Then we'll hear about Zach's latest release, produced by Evan Westfall from Camp.
Yeah. Evan helped out put out the record on Super Sport Records. This song is called, let's see what we're going to do here. We'll do Battery Lane.
Travel the long road, saw the shade of a rainbow. I lugged the weight of my unfinished dreams, tripping over my destiny. I gotta learn to let it go. Naive but eager eyes make a stain on a Friday night. I need my strings to come undone. I'm wound up tighter than a funeral drum. What a pretty life this could be. When I'm going to Battery Lane, something deep inside requires change. I'm going back to Battery Lane, let myself feel again. I'm going back to Battery Lane, naked walls and a raw slate. I'm going back to start over again. Fading face I used to know, sepia prints on the window. I hear a song from the other room, a place that reminds me of you. I gotta learn to let it go. When I'm going to Battery Lane, through the storm of hate and shame, going back to Battery Lane, let myself feel again. I'm going back to Battery Lane, red up my room, rewrite the refrain. I'm going back to start over again. All right, listeners that are listening on your dial, could we just all like clap our hands? Everyone, wherever you're listening, just clap your hands. Dave, James. All right, there we go. WCB Columbus, Rumba Cafe this Saturday. When I'm going to Battery Lane, that's where I intend to stay. I'm going back to Battery Lane, let myself dream again. I'm going back to Battery Lane. I don't ever wanna be the same. Going back to start over again.
And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Zack Keim performing live from Studio A. That was the title track from his latest release, Battery Lane. He'll be performing music from that this Saturday at the Rumba Cafe. And we've got another pair of tickets to give away for that show right now. We'll take the first caller again at area code 614-821-9223. That's to see Zack Keim at the Rumba Cafe this Saturday, along with James Harker from the band Spirit of the Bear. The first caller picks up those tickets. The number to call for those is area code 614-821-9223. James, what is the status of Spirit of the Bear right now?
Yeah, Spirit of the Bear is... We had to take a couple years off. I had some health complications that kind of uprooted things for a while, but we're back. We have a new record. I will have, I believe, three copies of our new record at this show on Saturday for sale. It's not released yet, so I think literally whoever buys it at the show will be the first one to have the record. So, yeah, we're going on tour starting next week in St. Louis. We've got 3 legs of tour coming up this year behind the new record. Hitting a bunch of cities we've never been to. St. Louis, Kansas City.
Pittsburgh. Well.
Pittsburgh. We've played in Pittsburgh, but it's been a long time. Last time we played in Pittsburgh was at the James Street.
Yeah, closed.
Yeah, and it's not even there anymore. But we are super excited. We just had a great show at Natalie's a few weeks ago. Coming back to Columbus this summer. But yeah, Zach asked me to hop on to do like a solo set.
Yeah, and
for
then
this show.
And James is also going to help. We're doing like a live album at Rumba, and he's going to mix and engineer the record.
Yeah.
All right, well, try to get us a copy of that new release as well.
I'll send it
If
to you
you
before I
think
send it
that-
to him.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll finish it and send it right over.
Well, that sounds good. And Zach, your latest release, produced by Evan from the local band Camp here. How did you get to know Evan?
Yeah, Evan didn't produce it per se, but he put it out. But he hoping maybe the next record he will. But Evan and I just got connected. I was coming back from Europe, and I got a random Instagram DM, and it was from Evan. And he started this label called Super Sport Records. He puts out a bunch of Columbus bands like Space Kid, Super Sport, and we just got along. And I was trying to find the right label and somebody who really got what I was trying to do. And Evan was the one that I trust, and his cousin Allie, both Allie and Evan both put out my record Battery Lane. I'm really happy with what they did and helped me establish some roots here in Columbus. I feel like it's a second home. This is a great station, and you guys are wonderful.
All right, well, let's hear one more song. It looks like James will be playing guitar on this one. What's the name of this one?
Me by myself. Okay, I'm gonna play one song off of that new record that I was talking about called "Read My Mind." I found it all, gunning for the light. I took it back from myself, saying I won't have the time. And now I fold it over until I have it right. A death spiral projected from my mind. Cloak back and wound up with the night, with a tight focus on what will keep me up tonight, until you drag me under the sea that you ignite. I collect dust like a coin you've wanted all your life, 'cause I'm captured, caged in the light, and I'm swallowed along with my pride. When I'm helpless, will you be my guide? You'll know the answers if you read my mind. Crack up the pieces over time. A modern man with a heart from a city with no life. And now I feel the pressure softening overnight. I feel it all sinking back, a reminder by surprise. I'm captured, caged in the light, and I'm swallowed along with my pride. When I'm helpless, will you be my guide? You'll know the answers if you read my mind. Will you read my mind? Read my mind. The old things I knew wore out over time, along with the old weary state of my mind. In a new way now I'll step over the line in cold divide, 'cause I'm captured, caged in the light. I'm swallowed along with my pride. When I'm helpless, will you be my guide? You'll know the answers if you read my mind. Read my mind. Read my mind.